hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you so much for joining. Hello. Welcome to Crochet and Chat. My name is Sammi. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'll be honest, I just took a bite of food right before this, so give me 1 second. Oh yes, okay. Hello, my name is Sammi. I teach crochet with Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social community for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. A social media for crocheters. You can join for free via the link in the description below. If you are already a member, hello, welcome, hi. Thank you so much for being a part of the Yarn Over Hook community. Hello, Rigby, hi, Gadget Girl, hello. Oh, I am so excited to do this one today. Maybe a little bit more light over here. Yes, there we go. Oh. Wait, hold. This light does not want to stay on. 1 second. Alrighty. My goodness. My office is fighting against me today. Yarn winder falling on my head, light not working. But we're here. We're here and ready to crochet and chat. Oh goodness. I was looking forward to this all day. You know, the huge. I am still working on my hexagon cardigan pullover, the second panel. I restarted it during... I think I restarted it on Saturday. I'm pretty sure. Restarted it on Saturday. So I ended about where we ended on Thursday. So restarted the panel because we were talking about color dye lots. We were talking about dye lots on Saturday and how I got 2 different dye lots mistakenly. So we had to restart the cardigan pullover sweater so that that dye lot that's a little less saturated is in the inside of the panel. So we're going to continue on that. I'm already almost done with the first skein. So we'll frog the other beginnings of the second panel so that I can use that yarn to go into this second panel here that I've just restarted. And then corner to corner, I really want to work on that today. So we might actually start with that first. I really want to work on that one so that I can get on with this. So I can get on with my mustard series. I still want help from the Yarn Over Hook community to choose which corner to corner blanket pattern that I should do. And then matching it, I am going to do the Bobblicious pillows from Yarnspirations. So I'm very excited, very excited for that. A couple of things. It is April. So National Crochet Month has come to an end, It was a good month. It was a really good month. I feel like I did a lot of crocheting in March. I've purchased a lot of patterns in March, so I planned a lot of crochet in March. And we had a giveaway. For Yarn Over Hook members, and it was so fun. It was great seeing everybody's ideas and inspirations, tutorials that friends were using. Oh, it was so nice. We got a lot of entries. I think 56 total entries. And announced the 2 winners today. So congratulations, Tisha Brianna and Peacock Gran Rachel. Congratulations to our 2 Yarn Over Hook members who won that giveaway. And thank you so much to everybody who submitted to the giveaway. It was so nice to see you all come out and to share your ideas and create with one another. I loved it. We have so much more in store, so definitely stay tuned. We have lots of exciting things planned for the Yarn Over Hook community, so I'm very excited for that. Speaking of new and exciting things, I don't know if you noticed, but I have not worn this shirt before, and that's because it's a new one. We have a new shirt in the shop. I will show you the back of it so that you can see. The front has the yarn overhook logo, and the back, let me be sure that this is seen. Let me go back, where is it? There we go. There we go, yay. Oh, good, it was already good in frame. It's get hooked, yay. I love this shirt so much. I'm so excited for this one. You can find it in the Yarn Over Hook shop. The link is in the description. I'm very excited for this shirt. It comes in lots of different colors, so definitely pick your favorite. And let me know if you get one, because these are nice. These are nice. Great. Let's see. And then I think, is that all of the announcements? I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, great. Let's get into crochet. Let me get a little bit of a lippy here. I think I am gonna start with the corner to corner blanket, because I am so excited to finish that and start my mustard series. When I say I have a lot of this yarn, a lot of this mustard colored yarn, I mean it. I have a lot of this yarn. So I'm very excited to dive into that and kind of clear out a bit of my stash. Rigby, how's your days? Mine was pretty good. I'm excited for school tomorrow. It's PJ day, and today was mismatch. And I wore a crazy crochet crosslay crop top. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Did you post a picture on Yarn Over Hook? That sounds so fun. Crazy crochet crosslay crop top. Say that 5 times fast. That is awesome. That sounds super, super fun. I'm glad that you are having a good day. I am having a good day now that I'm here to hang out and crochet. I am very excited. I want to get the Yarn Over Hook feed up so that I am nice and prepared. And whoop, here we are with the whip basket. So, corner to corner blanket here. Here is the panel. Oh, which is which? I'm pretty sure this is the less saturated one. And this is the more saturated one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this one we will be pulling out. Yep. This one we will be pulling out and adding to the outside of this once the skein is done. So there is the hat. Let me be sure I am pulling on the right one. Oh yeah. Yep. This is the less saturated. The blues, I can really tell with the blues. Ugh, it's such a bummer. Honestly, and the orange. It's such a bummer. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll be on the inside, so I'm really, really hoping that it won't be noticeable. Really hoping it won't be noticeable. Okay, so we're gonna put this down because I want to do corner to corner. After Saturday's live, I did put my stitch markers. So here's this one. The other one has slid down my yarn. Oh no, I've lost a stitch marker. I promise I put it on there. I promise I did. Let me check my whip basket. I posted a picture and everything, so there's proof that I absolutely put a stitch marker on this blanket. I really did. And it fell off, and now I look like I didn't, but I promise I did put one. Romney, hi. Mars, hi. You did get settled in just in time. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I lost the stitch marker to one of the corners of my blanket. So we're gonna have to improvise. I probably have one in here. Let's see. Oh, let's use one of these. We'll use this one. This is a cute little lamb one that my mom got me from a fiber festival. Trying to remember which one. She goes to quite a few. Trying to remember which one, but it's super cute. Hope you guys can see it okay. But it's a cute little sheep. It's a cute little sheep. So we'll put this on there. Can't believe my stitch marker fell off. That's a bummer. I'm glad it wasn't for anything important. I think, oh, it's because I put it on a chain 2. I did. I put it on a chain 2 and I must have pulled it and it fell out. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I put it. Okay, but we're fine. I'm crocheting strangely now because I'm holding the stitch marker in my hand. Okay. And this one I like. I really like crab claw stitch markers. It's the one with the little lever on the side. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite kind of stitch markers. So I feel like they're the easiest. They're the easiest for me to get on and off. Okay. Here's the yarn. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. What did everybody bring to drink? What is everybody working on? I can't believe I forgot to say that. What did everybody bring to drink? And what is everybody working on today? Mars, that's a good question. Do you ever do standing stitches for new rows and rounds? Yes. The doodad blanket that I'm working on. See, that's what I did. And I lost the stitch mark. That is so funny. Here it is. Here it is. Found the stitch marker. Yes, I have done a standing stitch. Standing stitches are great when you want to begin a new round in a different color, or your round begins with a taller stitch. The doodad blanket is a pattern by Hooked on Sunshine. 10 out of 10 recommend. Hooked on Sunshine has amazingly fun patterns. And she uses half double and double crochet a lot, excuse me, as her like basic stitches. And she doesn't do it often, but there are a couple of rows where she has you fasten off, add the yarn onto your hook, and then do a standing double crochet. Even a standing single crochet. Even though a single crochet is a shorter stitch, you can do a standing single crochet as well. Are you doing a pattern where you have to do some standing stitches? I don't want to lose this, so we're gonna put it right back on my pencil case. Rick B, I brought Sprite to drink and I'm working on finishing my snack. That is so funny. I hope you are enjoying your snack and your Sprite. Oh, that is so funny. Okay, see, I knew I wasn't crazy. There it is. That's gonna be so funny when I watch this back, if it was on the other side of the skein the whole time and I just couldn't see it. That's gonna be really funny to watch back. I'm actually pretty excited. Oh my goodness. I feel like it's one of those days. It's one of those days. I feel like it's like a second Monday. Monday part 2. Or Tuesdays sometimes for me. Okay, see? I wasn't telling a story. I did put a stitch marker, as promised. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I put on during live, so as promised, I did put a stitch marker on. Yeah, standing stitches, I actually, I feel like I've always had an instinct to do standing stitches for like certain projects. So not always, but like for certain projects, I've had an instinct to do standing stitches, but didn't realize that that's what they were called. I would just start the row with a single crochet, or even a half double crochet. I've never done a double crochet, not until I started doing the doodad blanket. And before her pattern, she always puts like a short little explanation on all the stitches that will be in the pattern. And she put a little excerpt on standing double crochet. And I was like, standing double crochet? I was like, oh my gosh, that's the first stitch of the row. That makes complete sense that is what that's called. It does take some practice. It does take some practice because you're essentially taking the yarn on its hook, yarning over and inserting it into the stitch. But that yarn over is from the loop, the slip knot that's already on your hook, so it could just like spin and spin and spin and basically undo your yarn over. So this is a little tricky to get. You have to like hold the like tail of your slip knot and yarn over and get it so it can stay. But then once you get it, it is a game changer. It's a game changer. I'm doing a bucket hat, but I actually prefer doing the standing double crochet instead of doing a chain 2 for every round. Are you changing colors? Because that makes complete sense, especially if you're changing colors. Or are you just fastening off? Yeah, I'm changing colors. Yeah. It makes, and it looks better. It looks better. It's like, it's seamless. When I do changing color rounds for my granny squares, I do standing double crochet now. Instead of a chain. It just makes so much more sense because then you're already at that height. You already have your double crochet, which counts as a double crochet. Like your chain 2 is supposed to count as your double crochet, but now you actually have a double crochet there and it looks way better. Yes, it looks amazing. Yeah, it looks way better to do a standing double crochet. So if you guys have not tried that yet, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm sure it's not a new technique. It was a new to me technique. And the tutorials that I've seen, especially changing circles or changing colors in a circle, doing a standing stitch, it's going to elevate your work. Definitely elevate your work. Okay, let's get my pillow on. What color do we want today? I think I'm feeling the yellow. Yeah, I think I'm feeling the yellow. If you guys didn't see, I actually posted a short today on the Volare pillow, on this Volare pillow. So definitely check that out. It was fun recording it. Okay. Whew. Let's get into this. I feel like we don't have a whole lot left of this blanket, so I'm very excited. Very excited to get this one done. Oh, we already have a cat friend visit. Hi. Do you guys hear him? Hi. Can you guys guess which cat it is? I don't know if you're familiar yet with their meows and how they yell at me. But this one is Rory. Hi. Hi. Do you want to come hang out for a little bit? Oh, please don't shake the camera. Come here. Come here. Come on, because I can't reach over the pillow. You've got to come here. I've just started to get into the crochet. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Very happy. Oh, please don't lose my hook. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. Don't want to lose my hook. Hi. Everybody say hi. Hi to Rory. Oh, goodness. Ronnie, I posted what I was working on. Let me see. I just got the alert. Working on a bandana, but I gotta fix it. Ooh! What are you trying to fix? Ah, I think I see what you're wanting to fix. Those are fun colors though. Is this your first bandana? I kind of want to make one. For the summer. I feel like it'd be super cute. Riri, stitch marker purchased at the Mountain and Valley Wool Festival in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yay! Okay, I wasn't sure if it was from our homeland. I wasn't sure if it was from there. Yay! Yes, the Mountain and Valley Wool Festival in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Oh, somebody's very happy. Very, very happy. Oh goodness. He drools when he is very happy. Got lots of drool going on here. Okay. Oh. Thank you, Mom. It is such a cute stitch marker. It's such a cute stitch marker. Oh my gosh, it's like trying to talk over Rory's purring. Do you guys hear all that? Good grief. And he is very comfortable. Very comfortable. My husband used this pillow. He used this pillow last night while he was working. And Rory, I think he was in there for well over an hour. So he saw me put this on and immediately was like, I'm ready. Okay, Rami, yes it is. Fun, are you gonna make it for yourself? I'm not sure I've done a granny triangle yet. I don't think I have. Are you fixing just that edge there? To make sure that is it supposed to be a right triangle? Is it a right triangle shape? Love. Okay. You know, you're gonna have to hold my project, Rory, because I gotta crochet. This is not the Watch Rory Sleep Live. This is the Crochet and Chat Live. You guys purr him, or purr him, hear him, hear him purring. Goodness gracious. He is a very happy cat. This is his favorite position, his favorite way to lay. And so this pillow was made for him. I said in the short that it was made for crocheters. It's made for crocheters and Rory. Because this is his preferred laying position, and this pillow makes it so easy. So even when he's like standing, sometimes like I have to like position him, like grab his legs and like floop, like flip him down, and he's like, yes, this is perfect, because he won't get in that position himself. I have to like put him in that position, and then he is very happy. A very happy Rory. He'll probably be here the whole live. Let's see how long he lasts. Do you fasten off with a needle? I've seen this new way to fasten off with a needle when working in rounds, and it looks so seamless. I know which way you're talking about. I have not tried that way yet, because honestly, the way that I fasten off, I will do a slip stitch into the top stitch. I slip stitch and then I chain one and pull the string through and cut it. So then, there's one chain that is left at the top, and I pull that as tight as possible, and then essentially I invert it. So I'll take the tail of the yarn and put it in between the V. So like this is the V stitch of the slip stitch that I just did, and this is my chain one and the tail. I'll flip it inside and just pull that tight, and that works perfectly fine for me. I do want to try the fastening off, that fastening off method. I know exactly what you're talking about. I want to try it. Be careful though, because there are some tutorials I've seen where people are, do you see him? Yeah, you just living your best life. There are tutorials I've seen where people do that method, and they're demonstrating how to do that method, and they're actually adding a stitch. So instead of going into and basically layering two V's in order to hide the end, they're putting it in between their last stitch and their first stitch, basically adding a stitch there. So definitely be careful of that. I'll have to do a tutorial to kind of show both of those ways, because I've seen several tutorials of people doing that seamless method, but they're accidentally, like unintentionally adding a stitch to that round. So if they were to ever go back over it with a border or anything, they have that extra stitch there. Or it's not even a full stitch, it's an extra V. And so if they go around it again with a border or anything, that they're gonna count that as a stitch because they've put it in between their last stitch and their first stitch, as opposed to on top of their first stitch. So keep that in mind when you're doing that seamless. Make sure to do it on top of the first stitch of that round, not in between the last and first stitch. But it is cool. It is a nice method. I definitely do want to try it. I see, I'll try that too. I love trying these new methods. Yes, a tutorial would be great. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely do that, because I've been wanting to, and I just keep forgetting to, especially because I keep seeing tutorials of people mistakenly adding a stitch as opposed to like hiding that last stitch, or hiding that fasten off. So I will definitely do that. You're so much. You are so much. Oh my goodness. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. Okay, if you can't sit still and you prevent me from crocheting, you're gonna have to go. Okay? What are you gonna fix about that, Romney? How do you fix that? Because again, I've never done a granny triangle. Does there need to be another stitch? Another granny stitch? It almost looks like there could be along that join. Yeah, it actually almost looks like there could be another, like more granny stitches. It looks like however you're joining each row, it looks like a stitch could go there, but I can't tell. It's very interesting. I've been asked a lot recently, and I think, oh my goodness, this is so much. You're drooling so much. I have it all on my shirt now. Let me see, I want to start it. I've been asked a lot lately what my favorite thing to crochet is. So I want to ask you guys what your favorite things to crochet are. I'm going to put a couple of options in the poll because we love a poll. But if you don't see the thing that you like to make, definitely comment and let me know. Don't want to lose this hook. We need hook leashes. Yarn over hook, hook leashes. Okay. What is your favorite thing to crochet? We'll put blankets. Should we say like headgear for like hats, bandanas, baklavas? Headgear? I think so. Headgear. Clothing? Because I want to kind of separate hats and clothing. So we'll do tops. Tops? Like clothing tops? And clothing bottoms. There we go. Clothing bottoms. Oh, I can only put 4. So we'll have to put clothing together. So that's going to include both tops and bottoms. Maybe I need to put it all together because we need amigurumi in there. So we'll say headgear / clothing. We'll have to put it together. Amigurumi. Amigurumi. And like just things, like useful things. We'll put useful things. That's my favorite category. So like floor cushions, like glasses, little things, like things that I'll use. Yeah, I think that that's good. Maybe useful things, amigurumi slash like decor. Can we put that together? Or should we put useful things into together with decor? We'll put useful things decor. Okay, because amigurumi should definitely be its own. Blankets, headgear, clothing, amigurumi, useful things decor. And then again, if your item is not on here or you don't feel like it fits in a good category, just comment and let me know. Okay, so let's get that going. Yeah? It's your favorite thing to crochet. Okay. There you go. Yay, there it is. Okay, so I like, oh no. So I like crocheting things the best. Do I? I think so, yeah. I like crocheting things. Okay. I really do think my cat's gonna stay here for the whole life. We might not have Toshi Talks Tuesdays, but we'll probably just have Rory Rests Tuesdays. I don't know. But he is very comfortable, even while I was typing. So yeah, he's probably not gonna go anywhere. Yeah, because I don't know, like, I don't know what category I'd put my gecko in. Probably like decor. Because, like, he's useful in a sense of, like, boosting my nostalgia. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of just like decor. So, and then I do love my Totoro, but I don't know if that means that I love amigurumi. I do enjoy doing amigurumi to an extent. Putting the pieces together is still kind of wrestling with that. But I wouldn't say that that's my favorite thing to crochet. And then I've recently gotten into sweaters. So I do like making sweaters and things that I can wear. Blankets. I love a good corner to corner blanket, but that's kind of like only when I like want to make a corner to corner blanket. Does that make sense? So I feel like everything has an excuse except for useful things and decor. So I think I'm gonna stick with that as my favorite thing to crochet. Okay. Are you gonna want to get down? What are you looking at? What's the nope? Oh, yes? Oh, okay. Yeah? Are you ready to go? Okay, well, I'm gonna just keep crocheting. You just came here to drool on me? Hold on, you gotta say bye to the friends. Ooh. Okay, say bye. Okay, bye friends. Alrighty. Bye, Rory. See ya. He's like stomping off, purring. That's just kind of his personality. He's like a purring grump of an old man. He's gonna be 12 Sunday. Oh my goodness. He'll be 12 years old. Rory rest rare day. Other seat provider. Oh, seat provider. He's so cuddly. Yeah, he is. He's very much like hold me. He's back. He's like already back. Well, why did you get down? You need to go in one of your beds and go lay down. You shouldn't have gotten down. Too late now. It's just too little too late. Bye. My goodness. Everybody says bye. Beatrice and Simona? What cute names for cats. Are you kidding me? I love when cats have people names, but also my favorite is when cats have like food names. I have a friend whose cat's name is Pizza. I know a cat named Tofu, a cat named Kimchi, a cat named Mocha Bean. I actually think I really like it when people name their pets after food. But also like naming your pets after other animals. So like my brother's cat's name is Pig. I just think that is so cute. Beatrice and Simona is so cute. Yes, I'm surprised you said Simone. Oh, Simone. I'm sorry. Oh wait, is it Simone or Simona? I'm surprised you said Simone name right, but we thought she was a boy, so we named her Simon, but she's not. That is so funny. Is it Simone or Simona? You typed two different names. Yeah, we intentionally adopted all boys. Rory got his name. I wanted a boy from the get-go. I think I've said before, I got him on my 21st birthday. So we've been together for a while. I got him when he was 4 months old. And it was shortly after Matt Smith, the Matt Smith's doctor in Doctor Who. And he had Amy and Rory. And so I named him Rory Pond Williams. So that's why he's not named after Gilmore Girls. He's named after Doctor Who companion, Rory Pond Williams, who was an incredible man. Incredible man. Like his character in the series. I really adored his character. So I really wanted a boy cat and to name him Rory Pond Williams. So that's his whole government name. Rory Pond Williams. That's right. Oh, Simona. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. We got the mama kitty when we adopted Simona and named the mama Beatrice. Sweet. Aw, Beatrice is a fun name. I feel like because I really like B as a nickname for that, or Tracy. Oh, so cute. That is a really beautiful name. And then we adopted Leo. So Leo is my husband's cat, and his full name is Leodore Jenkins. I don't know. That's what my husband picked. His full government name is Leodore Jenkins. And I think Leodore because of lion. I don't know. I think my husband just really liked those two names, so his name's Leodore Jenkins. And then Toshi was named Toshi when we went to adopt him, because his breed, I think they picked that name because his breed is a Japanese bobtail, so they picked Toshi for his name. And So it was just Toshi. And so we decided on Toshi, Miyazaki, Puebla. Puebla, our last name, and then Miyazaki because of Hayao Miyazaki, and then keeping his first name. But we all know Toshi's nickname, Precious Angel Baby Boy Supreme Perfectest Son, Toshi for short. I usually just call them Cat Go Away, or just oh my gosh Cat. So cutesy, you know. We were just talking about how we wanted something to commemorate the pets of Yarn Over Hooks. We'll have to brainstorm what we can do. It would be fun to have cute little enamel buttons. But I want to be inclusive of our non-furry pets as well. I'm not sure if anybody's posted a non-furry pet yet. It seems like a majority of people have cats and dogs. But if there are birds, lizards, snakes, frogs, spiders, whatever floats your boat, I want to be inclusive of those pets too. So we'll have to figure out like a pets of Yarn Over Hook thing, because I feel like no matter the pet, crocheters, crafters, they tend to have their pets nearby. So it would be nice if we had something to commemorate it. You guys are always posting pictures of your pets, especially the cats and dogs, near you as you're crocheting. So we definitely want to celebrate that. As I'm like pulling cat hair out of my project. It's the inevitable. It really is. And my own hair. I'm pretty sure I just crocheted like a strand of my own hair into this blanket. We've talked about this. It happens. All right, I want to check the poll. Let's see where we are. We have 4 votes and it's spread out perfectly. If you have not voted yet, definitely take a chance to vote. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I think that's the first time we've had a poll where it was split evenly like that. Oh, that's so funny. And if you haven't already, please give this live a like. That will push it out into the YouTube verse so that other crochet friends can come and join us. If you've already liked the live, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for your continued support. I love doing these lives and hanging out with you. So I do hope that you enjoy them as well. I'm into making hats. I'm right now into making hats. There we go. I was like, what am I reading? I'm right now into making hats. Are you somebody who kind of switches categories? Because I feel like sometimes I switch based on like, depending on what I'm kind of into in the moment. Like, I'll definitely go through bouts where I'm just making like big projects, big things, and wanting to make like things for the house or just like things for me to use. And then I'll go through a phase where I definitely just want to make sweaters. I still haven't made a hat. I really do want to make a bucket hat. Because I think if I make one, I make one with cotton, but like a granny stitch, like open, that it might be okay. I'm just concerned about breathability of it and my hair. Ooh, I could get like a silk. Or a satin? I could. Or I'll just line it. I could just line it. If I made a solid bucket hat and then line it. Actually, that is a very strong possibility. Because I do want to make one. I used to like bucket hats when I was a kid. So I do want to make one. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Bring my hair down. Rigby, you're fine. No. Typically I just wear my hair in protective styles and wrap it up, which is why I'm kind of like hesitant about crocheting a hat. I'm very particular about what I put on my hair because I really just, I do a lot to take care of my hair. And I haven't worn hats lately. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I really haven't worn hats lately because of that. Because I'm like nervous about like damaging my hair. Like it took me a while to get my hair to this like health. So I really don't want to do anything to kind of jeopardize that. But I really want to make a bucket hat. They're so cute. I love that they're back in style. And the crochet ones are so cute, especially the checkered ones. The checkered ones are so cute, and I really want to make one. So I'll probably, I don't know why it didn't cross my mind to line it with satin. I think I'll do that. I think I'll actually go ahead and make one and line it with satin. Now I'm excited. I'm excited to try bucket hats. But then if I do one with a granny stitch, unless I do like a fun lining, but I could just do it, and I just need to pick a good fiber. Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do. Because even like I've been wanting to make bandanas. I've been wanting to make crochet bandanas for a long time. And I had determined like, okay, well, if I'm going to make one, I'm going to definitely have to line it. And I just haven't done that. So I want to look more into that as a possibility. Because I do want to make bucket hats and scarves and like things, headgear. I do want to make headgear. So I think I will look into that actually. I'll drink this before it cools down. I really hope that I have enough yarn, or that I'm gonna get through the skein. The whole point of this was a stash buster project. Because if I'm left with only a little bit, then it'll just go into my scrap bag. If I'm left with a lot, I hope I'm at least left with enough to do a border. You know what I mean? I really don't want an in-between. Like, not quite enough for a border, a little too much for scrap. I've always wondered kind of how much like yarn is considered scrap yarn. Like, is it just yarn that is left over from a very specific project that you bought that yarn for? Or is it like, I guess that's the same thing. But like, is it just a little bit? Like, I feel like sometimes I can buy 2 skeins for a project that's only going to take a skein and a half. So then is that leftover half scrap, or should I just use it for something else? That's what I feel like that's what I've always wondered. Please hold. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is kind of hard to do. It's hard to bend over in a Volare pillow. There we go. My goodness, I said earlier in the live that today was day. Today's had some weird energy with regard to like all the things that I needed for this live. But we're okay. I think what I'm thinking is, what is considered like scrap and what is considered just like a small amount of yarn for like a small project? Because what I consider scrap is maybe like, I don't know, like maybe 4 feet of yarn, like not a whole lot of yarn. Because if I have like half a skein left over, then it's just half a skein. It's not really considered scrap to me. And then if I purchase yarn with the intent of using it for a specific project, and then there's some left over, then I just find another project to use that yarn for. Then is that considered a scrap project, or is that just a second project? So I was going through my scrap yarn bag that I set aside for like, if it just seems like this is too little yarn for something. I think that's what it is. It's too little yarn for me to make a whole new something. That is considered scrap to me. Not like this is what's left over from a project that I already made and I'm just choosing not to do something with it. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I was thinking about that the other day. Especially because I've been seeing people doing scrap yarn projects. And I'm like, I feel like that's a lot of yarn for that to be scrap. Like, what's considered scrap? Yeah. I think that's what made it cross my mind the other day. I was also going through my yarn and considering like things that I would make with those scraps. I've seen so many fun scrap projects like baskets, blankets, totes, sweaters. Like they have that much scrap yarn left, which again was why I was like, what would be considered scrap yarn? But I was thinking like, what would I make? Because I do have a little bit. I think I have enough for a basket, maybe a small basket. I'll have to look up some more ideas. If anybody has done a scrap project, I would love to know what you've made with your scrap yarn and what you consider scrap yarn, what you consider scraps. I do think if I do end up with quite a bit of this one, I'll just do a little border. The edges are really nice and clean, but a border wouldn't hurt. Hello, Roman. Hi. Hope you're doing well. What'd you bring to drink? How is your crochet? I consider scrap yarn as yarn that you buy or get with no intention of using at the time, but your opinion to me it's not, doesn't really matter. Oh, you consider scrap yarn as yarn that you buy or get with no intention of using it at. Interesting. So that's not just your stash? You consider it scrap off the bat? Because I do definitely have stash yarn. I've tried not to do like yarn stashing lately, and I feel like, oh no, I haven't done well. I bought 4 skeins of this Karen ombre yarn that I really like, but I bought it with the intention. So I bought it with the intention of making, using it for a hooked on sunshine blanket, another hooked on sunshine blanket. So that's not like bought without intention. Okay, so I think I actually have been doing well. I think the next step is, even though I'm buying the yarn with intention, I need to actually make the thing. I think that's the next step, is that I need to actually make the thing that I bought the yarn for. So that's probably, yeah. So I'm working through yarn that I've purchased in the past that I was like, I'm just gonna buy this because I like the color. That's this right here. I was looking at other projects to see, because my Harry Styles like patchwork sweater thing, the pink, green, and cream colored one, that one has a pink in it that I thought was this, and then I actually held it up next to each other. I was like, oh no, okay, so I did just buy this yarn because I like the color. I did. I bought this yarn just because I like the color, so I'm glad I'm using it. There are some other skeins from my past that I purchased just because I liked the color. So we are tearing through that. We'll probably do some more stash busting after the mustard series, because the mustard series is going to take out a huge chunk of my stash. Riri, I really think that's a good question. I kind of feel guilty about my scrap yarn. I find that I'll hang on to it for a while and then it ends up being tossed. Yeah, because at first I thought scrap yarn were like the little tails that you finished, that you just cut off, that was scrap. And I had seen people using that to stuff their amigurumi projects with, which is super smart, especially if that color is not going to come through. Some mix it in with their polyfill so then that doesn't happen. But I think that that's very smart. But my tails are always so little, so I was like, I'm just going to throw these away. I don't keep scrap yarn. And then, so the yarn that I consider scrap yarn now would just like get tangled up or piled up in a corner somewhere and end up tossed as well. So I am with you, Riri. It did end up being tossed for me. Now I put a designated bag that I'm like, okay, if I don't know what to do with this, I'm just gonna throw it in here. It's gonna be considered my scrap. Or if it's like 4 feet, like I end up with some that's like, it's just not long enough for a project. That's what makes up a majority of it. And it just goes in my scrap yarn. I actually do have yarn in my bag as well that I'm like, I don't know what to do with this yarn. Like it was just given to me, or I found it like in the back of my shelf and I just don't know what to do with it. So I just threw it in my bag. So I might have enough to make a basket because of that. But yeah, for a long time, I really didn't know what was considered scrap. Like, is this okay to throw away? Like, can I, like, I feel kind of bad throwing this away, but I'm not going to use it for anything. Yeah. I'm new to buying yarn. What projects are good for red heart yarn? I bought a bunch. I'm hearing it's not good for wearables. I mean, it just depends. Like, there are tons of people who make stuff from, make wearables from red heart. It just depends on how you like the feeling on your skin. So you could do whatever you want. The project will depend on how much you bought of each color. So, did you buy a bunch in the same colors? Did you buy a bunch in different colors? What did you get? Maybe we can brainstorm. But wearables are perfectly fine from red heart. Red heart does get a lot of hate. And I think, again, use what you like to use. If you don't mind how it feels on your skin, you don't mind the weight of it, you don't mind working with it, make a wearable. It's perfectly fine to make a wearable. Maybe, right. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I was like, am I crazy? What is scrap? What is considered scrap yarn? Because I swear, you look up scrap projects, and sometimes a lot of these people have really, like, a lot of a color, and I'm like, is that scrap? Why is that? Is that scrap? Like, what? That's like a whole cake. What do you mean scrap? And so then it's got me questioning, like, wait, what is considered scrap yarn? I'm really glad I'm not the only one. Because even like sitting here and explaining it, I was like, man, am I like this? Like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm really glad I'm not crazy. Rigby X. Mars, I got the ombre because the color is so pretty to me, lol, and a bunch of other colors. So did you get one skein of a bunch of different colors? Because what you could do is, so what I did recently, because I have like just one skein, one cake, I don't know, it's kind of smaller than a skein, but it's smaller than a cake too, I don't know, a skein cake of sugar and cream. I bought one in like a cream and one in like an ecru. It's not white. And because I was trying to find a matching color to the lighter color in my hexagon pullover sweater, and so I have one of each of those. So I looked at the weight, and then I went and I looked at patterns, and I looked for patterns that, one, I was interested in, and two, was around the amount of grams needed. So like, where's my basket? Here it is. Okay. So one of the, you see what I mean? Like, it's not a skein, but it's also not a cake. Anyway, So one of these, 85 grams. So I looked for patterns that were like 80 grams of yarn, just to give myself a little bit of space. I think also if you look up like One-Skein Projects, that might help as well to kind of pick get an idea of what you could make. But they're all a bunch of different colors. I don't know if you have very many options. And then it's acrylic, so you don't want to do anything that'll stretch unless you want to line it. If you're planning on lining it, then that opens up your world to several options, especially like bags, cases, that kind of stuff. So I would maybe start there. Romney, welcome back. I just had to frog it and start again, but I'm glad I did. I figured out how to fix it. Perfect. I would love to see when you post a picture. I'm very curious. I've never done a granny square triangle, so I'm glad that you figured it out and figured it out so quickly. I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, LL. I have to do some brainstorming. Yeah, like I found some patterns that little drawstring bags, because those little skein cakes are only 85 grams. So I looked up patterns, like I wanted to do a drawstring bag anyway, and I looked one up that was just big enough that'll use the majority of that skein cake. So doing something like that, especially if like the colors don't all go together, if you can only use one skein for something. But there are lots of videos that are like One-Skein Projects. So maybe you can get some ideas, at least a starting point from those videos. So I feel like One-Skein Projects, that can be kind of tough. But cases, I feel like cases are your best friend. Totes. One-Skein. Because one skein is still kind of a lot of yarn, depending on the skein. Shawl? Ooh, you could do a shawl. That might take, depending on the stitch that you use, that might take a whole skein. A bunch of washcloths. You can do a ton of washcloths. Pick a bunch of stitches and make some washcloths. Even hand towels. You might be able, if you get like a dent stitch, you might be able to make a couple of hand towels. That wouldn't be bad. I don't know for acrylic though. If you got the Red Heart acrylic, how that would work well for towels. I feel like cotton works best for that. Oh, Viv Crochet is so fun. I love her patterns. And her tutorials are so easy to follow. I'll have to look that up. Thank you so much, Romney. Oh, maybe some scarves or hats for winter. Yeah. I feel like you could get a few. Oh. I mean, winter's almost over, but you'll be prepared. You could do a hat, a scarf, and gloves. You might actually be able to get a whole set from a skein. Depending on the gloves that you make and the scarf, if you do a simple beanie, that'll probably, depending on the stitch that you use, if you do like a half double crochet back loop only, Romney is the best at those hats. Romney, how much of a skein does that typically take? Like a new skein, would you say like a third? Maybe almost half? I'm like trying to like visualize it. I feel like it doesn't take, depending on how big it is, I feel like it actually wouldn't take that much. Maybe 25% of a skein? Because then you can make a scarf and then like matching gloves. And depending on how much yarn you have, you could either do fingerless gloves or mittens. And that would take up a skein. Yeah, if you live somewhere cold, I feel like that would be really nice. And if you like doing that, if you like making those sets, then you can just like make a ton. You can just make a bunch of different sets. That's fun. I feel like, because I think I remember, oh my gosh, I used to make so many scarves when I was little. When I was first learning how to crochet, I made so many scarves. I made so many scarves of all different sizes and widths. Oh goodness. I miss making scarves. I should make, well, I live in Los Angeles, so I don't even wear like the scarves I have now because it doesn't get that cold. I definitely miss making scarves. I used to have a lot of fun making scarves. Especially like, I went to school in Chicago, and I feel like I was always wearing a scarf. I was always wearing a scarf when it was cool. And hats. I was wearing a lot of hats. I was wearing a lot of hats then, but not any hats that I made. And I usually only wore the hats outside. Yeah. Again, because I was trying not to, I don't know if I was more like attentive of it at the time, but I know presently I'm very attentive on what I put on my head. But I'm excited for the idea of a satin lined crocheted bucket hat. I don't know why I never considered that before. I just kind of like pushed bucket hats to the side and was like, I guess I won't make it. But lining it with satin, duh. So now I'm like really excited. Because I feel like bucket hats are so like, they're so cute. And so trendy and like perfect for the summer. Trying to think of other One-Skein projects. I can't even say like a corner to corner blanket because this one took 2. Do you have any colors, Mars, that like go together? Or are they all just like colors that you liked? This is why I always gave myself an excuse of like, if there was one color that I liked, I at least bought 2 skeins. At least bought 2 skeins. Not to like enable you to buy more yarn, but like get 2 skeins. If you find the color that you like, I recommend at least getting 2 skeins of that one color. Colors that I liked. But I think some go well together. Got it. I guess this just means another trip to the yarn store. You have to now, because your skeins all need buddies. Wow, I'm like finishing, oh my gosh. This is getting really small. Do you guys think I'm gonna finish this during this live? Let's go. I wanna see how much I have of my skein though. If it's gonna count as scrap, or if I have enough for a border, or if I have enough to make something else. Cause yeah, I feel like if I make a project and I end up with enough yarn to make something else, then it's just part of my stash. And that's a stash busting project, not a scrap project. I feel like I'm really stuck on this. I'm really stuck on the semantics of this. I am very much like, say what you mean, say what you intend, speak plainly kind of person. So I get really stuck on words, especially when people especially use specific words. Is this what you meant because this is the word you used? Or is this what you meant because this is not the word that you used? So I get really stuck on semantics and the specificity and the word choice, the thought that goes into word choice. So I think that's also why I'm so stuck on like, well, what is considered scrap? What is scrap? Like, can we all kind of agree on like what that is? Because I'm confused. Well, good thing you have that skein buddy, so you don't have to worry about running out. Oh no, I've already used the skein buddy. That's the problem. This is the last skein. And oh, it fell down. That's why I can't see it. So this is where we are. I really feel like I'm gonna end up with a lot left, and I don't know how that happened because both of these skeins were new. And it bums me out because then I could have made my blanket a little bit bigger. But I might be getting ahead of myself. So we'll just keep crocheting. We'll put this here. It just is insisting on being on the ground, and that is not helpful to me. Okay. I'm also glad that I put these stitch markers on here because now I can actually really see the outsides coming in. Before, I feel like it was kind of left to an illusion because you couldn't exactly see the edge or the ends of the rows and where it was really decreasing. And now with these stitch markers, I actually can really feel it. Oh my gosh, I wish I made a bigger cup of tea. I feel like it's gonna rain. I don't know if the light keeps adjusting, but it's because it's getting really dark out. It feels like it's gonna storm. And I'm like very cold. I've been sitting here trying to like play it off, but I have like, I am so chilly. Did I do something there? Oh, I didn't turn it. That's what I did. There we go. I'm like still racking my brain for One-Skein Projects. That really got me thinking. One-Skein. One-Skein. A pillow! I think you could make a pillowcase with One-Skein. Depending on the size, of course. But if you wanted to make like, almost like at the hospital, the hotels, how they have those like small rectangle pillows, that might not be bad. Like a small little accent pillow. Ooh, if I have One-Skein, if I go through my stash, and I find One-Skein, we are definitely making a pillow. Because the Bobalicious pattern that I found, I'm pretty sure it's like 2. And it's because it uses a yarn eating stitch. I'm pretty sure it's like 2 or 3 actually. I didn't even look because I just need something to get rid of this yarn. So I'm, like I said, I'm very excited for the mustard series. It's gonna go so nicely on our like peacock blue couch. I am very, very excited for it. And making those pillows. Yes. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. the blanket with the pillows. I'll have to definitely consider the textures. There's one corner to corner that I really, really want to make. But I don't want to tell you guys which one, because I don't want to influence the vote once I get that pull up. But there's one that I'm very excited to make, and I think it'll still be fine. I think it'll still be fine with the pillow. But maybe I'll post a picture of the pillow along with the blanket choices to see, so you guys can see, like, oh, this is what you're pairing it with, and maybe that will help. That will help with the voting. Because I definitely want them to still go together, because they'll both be together on the couch. So I definitely want them to go well together. And then I think whatever pattern we end up picking, I might do a rectangle, because I've never done a corner to corner rectangle. So I might do a rectangle. Oh, like a couch pillow? I could do that. My couch is plain right now. Yeah, okay. Does any of the yarn that you picked, does it match your couch? Or like your decor? Yeah, I think like a small decorative pillow. I think you could do that with One-Skein. Again, you'll just have to be sure that you check out the weight or the yardage and see how many yards the pattern requires, and cross-reference that to the number of yards in your skein. But I feel like you could make a small pillow. I really do. Even if you have to adjust the pattern a little bit. I think that you could do that. Who doesn't love an accent pillow? And then, if you do have some skeins that kind of go well together, you could make like a few, like a little group of little pillows. I think that would be so cute. I'm like really excited now. Look at me getting like super excited for you. Yeah, I think that would be really cute. Again, see, we did this poll and I said things. I really do like crocheting things. I've never done a pillow before, so I'm actually like, I am really excited to do that pillow. I'm gonna have to make, it's a pattern that's 2 panels that you then seam together. I'll have to see if I want to add a zipper, because I'm gonna want to wash the pillow. Even if it's acrylic yarn, I'm gonna want to wash the pillow. I'm gonna think about that. Yeah, I'll probably have to look at getting zippers. I don't know, I need to look at that pattern. Maybe, I don't know though, I don't feel like I saw a zipper on that pattern. But I didn't look at it too closely. Ooh, hold on. Looks like our poll shifted. We have 9 votes now. 11% blankets, 11% useful things decor, 33% amigurumi, and 44% headgear clothing. I definitely thought amigurumi would be the winner. But I do feel like presently we have a lot of hat makers. We have a lot of hat makers in the Yarn Overhook community. I also think because, like, again, bucket hats have become really popular, which is like so fun. I feel like I haven't worn a bucket hat. I wore one for Halloween because I was a lamp and my husband was a moth. And so I got like a white bucket hat for like my lampshade, but I didn't like wear it for real. It was just part of a costume. So I really think that the last time I wore a bucket hat for real, it had to be when I was a kid. It had to be like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Aleda, hi! How are you? LOL, I saw your poll. Amigurumi is definitely my choice. Did you vote? Did you put in your vote? I'm curious who put amigurumi. Now, later, you post a lot of amigurumi. What are you working on, Aleda? What did you bring to drink? We are trying to finish my corner to corner today. It would be really, really nice. I think it's raining. I can't tell. Our weather has been so strange here. Very, very strange. But I'm not mad about the rain. You see what I mean? I feel like when I do clawfoot stitch markers, I can like take it in and out very quickly. These ones I don't mind. I've been calling them... Oh wow, this is really getting small quick. I've been calling them like safety pin stitch markers because they remind me of a safety pin. And I don't mind them. I think because I have so many that if I lose one, that's okay. The clawfoot ones that I have and the like really nice specific stitch markers that I have, I actually don't use those a whole lot because I'm afraid of losing them. So these stitch markers definitely are a plus if you're afraid of like losing stitch markers. These ones are a plus because they're inexpensive and you get a lot of them. We have them in our Amazon storefront if you want to check those out, if you are looking to get stitch markers. Oh, I'm still not sure what new plushie to make. I've been searching online, but I can't find anything I'm interested in. I feel like you've made so many. You've made so many, so I'm not surprised. Do you typically keep yours or do you give them away? I feel like I've only ever given away amigurumi when I had made it with the intent of giving it away. Like I went into it like I'm making this and giving it away. I'm not sure I've made anything and then decided, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this away. 'Cause I haven't made very many things for other people. Yeah, I don't think so. Anything that I have made and given away, I went into it like I'm not keeping this. But I have made some amigurumi that I gave away. I made the cutest little elephants. I made one for my sister-in-law at the time, I think, yeah, and my auntie. And then during the pandemic, I made amigurumi Among Us characters for my friends and family while we were playing a lot of Among Us. We were playing a lot of Among Us. And so I made amigurumi characters from their like specific characters in the game. So I got their color yarn and then made their figure, and then I made what it was that they put on top of their head. It was so much fun. It was actually like really fun. And that Among Us character I freehanded. Actually, now that I remember it, I didn't use a pattern because there wasn't a pattern out yet. I did look up shapes and like pieces to things, so like how to make legs, like very like stocky short legs, and then I just guesstimated on the body, and I just went up to the height that I wanted and then decreased for the helmet. And then even the like face piece, yeah, I just looked up like how to make an oval and did that. And then the backpack, it was like how to make a square. And then I think I looked up different patterns for the headpieces depending on what they were. Like my husband's, he got the paper boat, the like origami paper boat. So I had to look up how to make one of those. It was really fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making those characters. I've been thinking about getting a yarn winder thingy. Well, do you have recommendations? I do. If you saw the yarn winder that fell on top of my head earlier, it is the Knit Picks one. This one. I also have this in our Amazon storefront. I've had this one for a very long time. It is like, I think it does need to, ooh, I hope that wasn't too loud. It does need to be replaced, I think. I've had it for a while. I'm trying to think. Maybe close to 8 years. I don't know. It might not need to be replaced. I think we still got some good winding in there. Yeah, I think we still got some good winding in there. But this is the one that I have, and I really like it. If you want to cake your yarn, then I think getting one of these is very handy. If you want to just leave your yarn in skeins, that's fine too. I think it just depends on, what I typically say is it depends on how you want to carry your yarn around and or how you want to store your yarn. If you want to store your yarn in that like fun, trendy, like bookshelf kind of like your colors poking out, I think leaving it in a skein is perfectly fine. If you want to put them in bins, I think caking will save you some space. And then my yarn wall, if you want to do like a yarn wall or something, then you do need to cake them. But there are also methods on making cakes without a yarn winder. So if it's not in your budget, there are some methods on making a cake, and it requires like using a magazine, or some really, really strong paper. So yeah, it depends. It depends on what your goal is for your yarn, storage and carrying it. But I do have that yarn winder in our storefront. So if you are interested in looking at that one, the link is in the description. Both sometimes I keep if it's something I'm proud of, but if asked for a gift, I give it away. Okay. What kinds of things have you kept? What's your favorite plushie? I hope I didn't ask too hard of a question. I'm pretty sure that is. But which plushie is your favorite? Which plushie is one that you could never, ever, ever, ever give away? Like, they would have to pry it from your hands. Headgear / clothing still in the lead with 50% of the votes. My goodness. Has anyone here made a baklava? Baklava? I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Baklava? The granny square ones I think are my favorite. They look so fun, and like they kind of remind me of like head like mesh gear that like knights wore. That's what they honestly kind of remind me of. But those ones have been my favorite to see. But I feel like I was seeing everybody making one before the end of the year last year. No, but I would love to. Oh. You'll have to send me some of your inspiration, because I've seen so many different kinds, some really fun ones. I've seen ones with like different animal ears on top too, which is just so cute. My jumbo octo, lol, is the biggest plush I've ever made. How big is it? Did you post a picture? Is this Anchor? Anchor the octopus? Or did you do a different one? I just asked you so many questions. Take your time. Because I am like so excited to make Anchor. I'm really, really excited. Because he's going to be my biggest plushie. Because I'm very excited to try him out. Yes, remember, I think I showed it to you on the live. I think you did. Okay, because I'm pretty sure then we talked about it. Okay. It was used, right. Because I think then we started talking about hook sizes and how big they can get. I am reaching each of these ends so quickly. That's definitely something that I really love about decreasing. Like, I might have said this before, but just how quickly it can go. Decreasing can go very fast. I feel like increasing takes time. But then once you start decreasing, like, we have gotten so far. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we have this much yarn left. Okay, so we might actually use it. We might actually like bust this stash. Bust this stash. I feel like that should be a crochet game show. That would be actually really funny. You have to pick the right pattern that will give you the least amount of scrap by the end of it. But no yarn chicken. Like you have to be able to complete the pattern. I feel like that would be so hard. I would be so worried about consistent tension, consistent stitches. Oh my goodness. Picking the right pattern. There's so many factors that would come into play with that. Picking the right size hook. Yeah. And then the prize would be more yarn. Okay, Leda, I'm gonna go onto your profile because I want to see this again. There we go. Okay. I am honestly so happy that I'm able to see all of your projects like while we're live. I really do enjoy doing this. Okay. And what's awesome is that when you are on Yarn Over Hook and you go to people's profiles, you can just go straight to their photos and see everything that they've posted. Wait, so have you not posted the octopus? Or did I see it? Now I don't remember when I saw it or how I saw it. It must have been on your clock app profile. I will have to go check that out then. I feel like I've watched so many Anchor the Octopus videos and posts that they're all like blending together. I often do that when I'm looking at a pattern or considering a pattern. I'll go and like see what people have done gives me inspiration on like color, a bit more idea of the size, length of time. I really do like doing that. I feel like it helps me a lot. Oops. Okay. Do you use any apps or photos for color scheme inspirations? I do. I typically do. I typically use Pinterest. And then if there's a pattern that I'm like purchasing, I'll go to the reviews and just see what colors people have picked. I often ask my husband to help me because he is an artist. He's a painter. And so he knows color theory the best out of the both of us. So I will often either video chat him or send him pictures while I'm at the yarn store so that he can help me pick the colors. And then as soon as I get home, I'm like, okay, look at them like now, like in real life, like how do these look? Because I can go back. I'll go back and I'll change them. That is my like number one method, to be honest, is my husband. But I do look at Pinterest or review photos. Again, like I said, I will look up the pattern on different social media platforms to see if anybody else has made it, to then get inspiration on what colors to use, what colors might work, what colors might not work. Because I would hate to start making something, which I've done before, would hate to start making something and then the colors not work together. It's such a bummer to like start a project just to have to like completely undo it and then like redesign it essentially and then start again because of the colors you initially picked. Such a bummer. Is it weird that I use earrings for stitch markers? No. use what you can. That is genius. That is genius, and your project looks cute. No, I don't think that's weird at all. We are not stitch marker shaming here. I feel like whatever you can use. I feel like it's like the equivalent of like using whatever's nearby as a bookmark, because I definitely do that. Oh, that was fine. I definitely do that. Whatever I can grab. Like I'll have a book sitting there on the coffee table and my like PS5 controller is in there holding my page. Like whatever works for you. I feel like that theory also applies to stitch markers. Whatever works. And it's handy. You can just boop and pop it in there. I think that's innovation. I hear about this app, Color. Oh, Cooler. Cooler, Coolor? Interesting. Do you input like the colors that you want and it helps you to find matches? Because sometimes I also do look at a color wheel to get like complementary colors. I don't know what the term is, like secondary colors. I have done that, but I've never heard of that app. During December, I have a lot of Christmas earrings. I mean, a lot of Christmas earrings, and I use this cute jingle bell earring, and it ringed with. Aw, cute. I think that that's festive. Your project is already festive. I love that. Yeah, I say use whatever you have handy. And if you have little jingle bell earrings, then that's fine. That is perfectly fine. That is so funny. Yeah, I've even, like, if I can't find a stitch marker and I have to mark it right then and there, I'll tear a piece of paper and like slide it in just to, like, I can put down my project and go find a stitch marker or something. Like, I've done that before. Oh, I've used this ring. So this ring is open. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of hard to tell because it's so small. But this ring is open. Put it back on my finger. See? So I have taken it and slid it into a stitch before to, like, okay, just save my spot real quick. So you found your people, Aleda. You've definitely found your people. Nothing was big enough for my octo. I have to use this worm plushie. So you used another amigurumi for your stitch marker for your amigurumi? Wait, really? Now that's innovation. Is that what you mean? That is so funny. We are flying through this blanket, guys. Ah. No, it was something called Worm on a String, I think. Oh, is it that magic worm thing? I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, okay. That is so funny. That is so funny. I used to have one as a kid. We got it from, like, the state fair or something. That is so funny. Whatever works. Whatever works. And the stitches were big enough. So yeah, that seems like that would work. A tiny stitch marker would not work. I know it's very common too to use just your yarn scrap, but especially just maybe like 4 inches, a 4-inch piece of yarn as a stitch marker. I've seen people do it like a myriad of ways. Either just pull it through so it's just like the strand is just sticking out on both sides. And especially on amigurumi, they weave it back and forth, which is really cool. I think that's awesome because then you don't have any extra tools and you're kind of just using what's already laying around. I had eyes. It had eyes and invisible string, and I just cut the string off. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. I had one as a kid. Oh, that's so funny. Do you still have it? Do you still use it as a stitch marker? I feel like it would be a little too thick for regular things, but... Oh, that is so funny. Okay, this is how much we have left. Yeah, I think we might. I think it might be okay. I think we might end up ending with only a tiny bit left. So no border, but that's okay. Because like I said, like the edges are really nice. The edges are really nice and clean. So I'm okay not doing a border. I don't always do a border. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've added a border to a blanket. I'm not huge on borders, so it is okay if we don't have enough for a border. Yes, I still have it, but haven't used it since because I haven't made a jumbo plush since. Have you considered making mini anchor? Is it mini anchor, baby anchor? I feel like if I enjoy making the regular sized huge Anchor the Octopus, I might go ahead and make a kid anchor. So we have like a little family. I have so many patterns actually that I've purchased last month. I don't know if it was necessarily because it was National Crochet Month, but I did end up buying a lot of patterns. One that I'm excited to make is this little kappa. The kappa is like Japanese folklore little creature guy, but this one is super cute. Kappas aren't typically cute, but this one is very cute. Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm like so excited to make him. Look at how cute. So cute. And then this is what got me. This is what sealed the deal for me. Was a little shell on the back. So cute. So if you guys are familiar with kappas, they typically aren't very cute. This kappa is very, very cute. And I am excited to have that pattern. I also got, what other pattern did I get? Where's my, there we go. So I got anchor. Oh, I got stitches. I think I bought stitches last. I think I bought stitches in March. Me. Go to me. Stitches is from Animal Crossing. So not Stitch the alien, but Stitches from Animal Crossing. Where is the listing? Oh no. I wonder if, I'm so glad I got it. I think I said this in the last live that I feel like patterns are disappearing off of Etsy. So if you find a crochet pattern that you like, just get it. Just get it, because I'm pretty sure this disappeared. Ah, oh, that's such a bummer. I'm so glad I got it. So this is Stitches. I'm so excited. And then of course I got Anchor. I'll show you guys in case you aren't familiar with Anchor. Let me see. I feel like I just want to see Anchor the octopus. That one's mini Anchor. There we go. This one's big Anchor. This is Anchor the octopus. So I got hot pink yarn and cream for the tentacles. So I'm excited to make Anchor. And then I added a bunch to my wish list too. Oh, I just got this one. I forget that I get these because I just get so excited. I got this Mosu Japanese style bag. I got this as a stash buster project. Because again, like I said, like I'll go and I'll look at patterns and like depending on how much yarn I have. So some of the yarn, I'm using some of the yarn from my Daisy Days tote to make a cute little like duffel bag purse, but I still have a lot left over. And so I think then I can make either a 2 or 3 tone Japanese knot bag. So I also got that pattern. I'm excited about that one. Oh, wow, I did get a lot of patterns last month. I got this because it was just super cute and on sale. Look at the little frog. Oh. I thought that would be a perfect scrap busting project and I can just have like a little army of frogs. Yeah, I had a very happy National Crochet Month. I did. I got a lot of patterns. I need to go ahead and make these. But like I said, it's because I get nervous. I get nervous that the pattern's gonna go away because that's been happening. And so if there's something that I really like, sometimes I'll just add it to my favorites and I'll leave it for a few days and then I'll go back and get it. But and it's happened to me before. I've liked the pattern and I was like, oh, I'll get it whenever. And then I come back to get it. I'm ready to buy it and it's not available anymore. So if you see the pattern, get the pattern. And oftentimes if you just add it to your cart, you might get like a little coupon. And so then I get it for sure. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy with all the patterns that I got. That's cute. Yes, isn't it? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all of those. I went pattern crazy last weekend. Me too. I get it because I'm afraid they will take it down. Yes. So I always get it. If I'm in love, I just get it. I just get it. Like I said, sometimes I'll wait. I'll put it in my cart and I'll wait, especially if them sending me a coupon is possible. Then I'll wait. But typically I'm just like, okay, let me just get it. Let me just get it. Because I get really nervous that it's going to go away. I really do. And nothing like, that feeling of like being excited to make something only to then see that the pattern's not available anymore is such a bummer. It's such a bumming feeling. And I feel like it's been happening a lot more recently with stuff just disappearing off of Etsy. So if you see the pattern and you like it, get the pattern. You see how often I'm turning this? This is where we are. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's gonna be so nice if I can finish this. But if I have to work on it on Thursday, that's fine. If I don't finish it today, I'll definitely finish it on Thursday. So I won't work on this tomorrow during the Whip Wednesday live on the Clock app. I'll save it for YT Live and we'll finish it together on Thursday. Oof. There's a pattern that I just realized that I reached out to the creator asking a couple of questions and then I meant to purchase it and I haven't yet. And I will be doing that immediately after we are done here because it is so pretty and I will show you guys. I'll show you guys and maybe we'll just purchase it live because I'm I don't think it'll disappear, but again, I'm just always worried about that now. No. Yarn over, there we go. Oh my gosh, did I just realize March is the National Crochet Month? Elena, where have you been? It's April now! Yes, March is National Crochet Month. But I'm not gonna give you too much flack because I think I learned it was National Crochet Month on March like 3rd, 4th? Maybe? But yeah, that was like we did a giveaway to like celebrate the end of the month. We just announced the winners this morning. Yep, March was National Crochet Month. Woo! We'll have to do something really big next year. Like month-long events, like something special every day. I am huge on like celebrating just things. And when I go big, I go big. So there might be like a full calendar of events next year. Then there won't be any question on what we are celebrating. I mean, I did crochet some good plushies. Okay, good. I think that that's great. Crocheting for National Crochet Month definitely counts in my book. I would hope it would count. Yeah, I feel like I still did. Like I said earlier, I did a lot of crocheting. I tested a pattern. That's the Daisy Days tote. So that was my first time ever testing a pattern for somebody. What else? Did I finish anything? I mean, I finished the first panel of my hexagon, my first ever hexagon sweater. It was a really, really good month for my mood tracker blanket. Really good month. Did I just realize, did Joanne announce that they were closing during National Crochet Month? So that's kind of a bummer, but I ended up buying a ton of yarn for National Crochet Month. And then lots of patterns. I definitely like my Pinterest board. Definitely, I added a ton of stuff. Cause I think I had like some like, I typically get like really inspired here and there and just like from around like the things that surround me. But I was like feeling really inspired last month for different things. Hence why I purchased so many patterns. And I know my Pinterest board is like, I flooded my Pinterest board. They cleared out the Joann's by the time I got there. That's why I keep seeing. But then they have signs that they're getting truckloads every day. Like warehouse, what is it? Warehouse, clearing out the warehouse, we're getting shipments every day kind of thing. Was that not the case in your area? I feel like that wasn't the case for most stores. Because I don't know how they determined what to send where. I'm gonna go to Joann's Saturday. I plan on making a trip to a different location too. So I'm hoping that I might find some goodies at a different location. I was also just kind of disappointed by like the like going out of business sales, because it's just like, I don't know, there were better sales during Yarnormous than this one. And like not being able to use coupons and stuff, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because my app wasn't working. Uh-oh, we're getting to the messy part. So we are definitely close. So this is how much we have left now. Yeah, we're tearing through this. This is where we are. This is where we are with the corner. Yeah, my Joann's, it was pretty cleared out for like natural fibers. A lot of the Lion Brand cotton was gone. There was still a lot of acrylic, but yeah, a lot of the cotton was gone. A lot of the cotton was gone. And then, okay, thought I made, no? Okay, thought I made a mistake there. There were bins and bins and bins of blanket yarn. So much blanket yarn. Which was kind of surprised. I feel like that would have been the first yarn to go because blanket yarn is not cheap. But again, like their deals weren't really like dealing. It was kind of just giving regular middle of the year sale. Like I said, I feel like I saved a whole lot more during Yarnormous than I did purchasing yarn during this closeout. I'm not gonna work on my hexagon cardigan today. I didn't realize how close I was to actually finishing this blanket. You know, it would stink right now if I found a mistake. So I'm gonna go and look. Because that would really stink right now. Especially with how close we are to finishing if I have to frog 8 rows again. Okay. Everything looks good. If anybody sees anything, don't say anything. Because I don't see it. So if you see it, if you see something, don't say anything. I just wish I knew. Now I gotta wait till next year. I know, Leda, I wish you knew too. Oh man, that's okay. Oh, this is the part of like pulling from the center that I don't like, is the tangling that happens, because then it just like it slows my flow. If I'm like on a roll and then having to stop every few minutes to untangle the mess that is like not my skein anymore, it really stings. Gosh, it got so dark. I really do think it's gonna storm today. If it does, that means more cozy crocheting later. Really like sitting on the couch and crocheting when it's raining. Either that or reading. Or gaming. Or watching true crime. I have a lot of things. I think mainly the common denominator is sitting on my couch, nice and cozy. That's the common denominator there. And it sounds like it. It sounds like it started raining, but I don't really see rain. It's hard to tell from this view. Sitting under my mood tracker blanket and crocheting though sounds really, really nice. Because it is getting big. I'll have to do, because yesterday was the end of March, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a size check to be sure that we're still on track for the size that I want. Be sure that like I'm staying consistent with like my tension and my stitches. Because my longer stitches, I am really trying to pay attention to like make sure I'm not stretching them out. and making them taller than they need to be. So that is my like linked double crochet, cross double crochet, those two. I've been really trying to pay attention to those ones, and my half double crochet, but because I love that stitch so much, I do have a consistent, tension with that stitch. But I'm not used to doing the linked double crochet and the cross double crochet, so my tension does get inconsistent with that one, and I have noticed. Not so much with height, but like width even. Like I'll do the tension too loose and I can like tell in my blanket this row is like wider than the row before it. So I have noticed that and had to like really kind of keep track and pay attention to that. But I'll have to do a size check to be sure that we're all good and still on track. I can't believe that 3 months already, 3 months of the year gone. So wild that it's April right now. I'm like trying to remember what has happened over the last 3 months. It's been 3 months. So strange. That's also why I really like doing tracker projects, because even though like presently I couldn't say like, oh, this happened and this happened, I can often go back, like even my 2021 mood tracker blanket, I can actually go back, and because I know when I started at the beginning of March, I ended at the end of February of the following year. So I know which way's the top, which one's the bottom of my blanket, and I'll start from there and like go up in the months. And then typically I can tell which month is which even just by looking at the moods. Like I remember I had a really good summer that year because we went to Chicago. We took a little vacation to Chicago and I was so happy to go back. So I have like a chunk of wonderful, a chunk of wonderful in that blanket. And so I know that that is July. I know that that's July. I remember also having a very fun birthday that year. So there's a chunk of like wonderful. I only had like 3 stripes of anger, like angry or frustrated that year. And I remember each of those instances very, very vividly. So that's kind of like how I remember things. And it's nice. I don't know, even for the negative feelings, it's really nice to go back to something that like you created with those feelings and kind of like look back and see what was going on. So I love doing mood tracker projects. I'm really excited for next year's. I know like we're just 3 months into this year, but I am excited for next year's. I think I will do flowers. I've been watching so many videos and I've seen so many pictures of people doing flowers, and the fact that like you can connect them as you go is very attractive to me. Because at first I was like, oh, like making 365 flowers and then putting them together and weaving in those ends, no thank you. But then I came across a method of connecting them as you go, and I was like, yes, yeah, that's what I will do. But then it's going to depend on I'll have to like consider is the size of each flower so that I can get the size blanket that I want. And then like placement, like am I doing, I don't know, 28 by, I can't do the math right now. But I don't want a long, thin, what did my mom call it? Like the decorative thing at the foot of a bed. I don't want one of those. I definitely want something like a blanket. So I'll have to do the math and figure out how to make it into like a square or a nice rectangle shape. You see how quickly these rows are going? Let me see. Okay, I really do think that we're gonna be able to finish this. Oh, is that right? Oh yeah, that was right. I'm gonna have to watch this back to see where I started, because this is crazy that I'm gonna be able to finish this. Yarn check. That's how much we have left. I think we will end up with a little bit left, which is so strange, because I kept the same hook size, I kept the same tension, and it was supposed to be 2 unused skeins. But now I feel like a bit was used from that first skein. Because even though I'm decreasing, I'm still doing the same number of stitches from the other side. Bed shawl. Bed shawl, that's what it's called. Oh, I almost said bed scarf, and I was like, it's not bed scarf. I almost said that. That's so funny. But it's the same number of stitches. Unless my math is wrong. But that's not right, like, because it has to be the same number of stitches as my increase side. So, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna end up with so much yarn. If anybody knows, because like I do corner to corners all the time, but this is the first time I've planned it, where I did 1/2 of my blanket is 1 skein, and then the other half will be another skein in order to like bust my stash. But we'll see. Again, I might be getting ahead of myself. Bed shawl. So funny, because that's exactly what it is. So it's that piece that like usually it's at hotel rooms, that little like long rectangular piece at the foot of the bed that's like not a blanket, it's not really anything, it's just decorative. Bed shawl. And if you do, like my mom is working on a tracker project for her steps, and she's doing flowers and has decided that she's going to do it as a bed shawl. So it'll be a long rectangle. Long, like narrow rectangle. And I would definitely want mine, yeah, I definitely would want mine to be blanket sized. So I'd have to like, I would have to do the math to figure out how to plan that, so that by the end of the year, especially because I'll be connecting them as I go, so that by the end of the year, it's where I want it to be. Oh my gosh, we're there. Let me see how many stitches I have for this row. Here we are. You see how quickly it's going? It's going so fast, and this is how much yarn I have left. How weird. I think I know why. So even though it's the same number of stitches, I think because it takes a little less yarn to decrease, it takes more yarn to increase than it does to decrease, even if you have the same number of stitches per row. So like, I think that might be what it is. because, no, because I'm still doing a chain 2. I did even a chain 3. No, I don't know. I thought I had it. I didn't. But that's okay. This will definitely be considered scrap for me. Since we were trying to determine what is considered scrap yarn and what is just part of your stash, I think that this will definitely be scrap. Yeah, it's gonna be too little for a project. So I will be putting it in my scrap bag. I didn't move my stitch marker because I'm getting too excited to finish it. Oh my gosh, we're finishing! I'm not even gonna turn the blanket because I think this is 2 stitches right here. Let me see. Yep, that's 2 stitches. And then, yep, and then I'll turn it again and do 1 stitch. Oh my gosh, and that's it. That's it. That's the end of my blanket. That's the corner. That is a corner to corner blanket. We have made it to the other corner. People, I see the reactions. Yay! Oh my gosh. That's it. And look, see? This is how much we have left. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Next time I do something like this, I'm measuring each skein so that we can see. But this, I can use it for making swatches. So, yay! Oh my gosh. I have my wee scissors here. Is that it? I think so. That's it. We're done. Here we go. Corner to corner. This is the first corner, starting corner. Here's the ending corner. And that's the blanket. It looks smaller on the video, but yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. It's a really good like lap size. Oh my gosh, yay! That's the blanket. All done. Wow. Oh, it's perfect. Yep. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hooray! We did it, friends. We finished the corner to corner. We didn't use all my yarn, but the whole point was to get rid of all of this. So I'm gonna weigh it. I'll weigh it and see how much I have and see if I can find something. I might be able to make something like a jewelry tray, a notions tray, like something like that out of this. But yay! All right, I think that is going to conclude our crochet and chat. Wow, what an awesome evening. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be done with this. Then we can start the mustard series. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna go look at patterns for a blanket and I will put up a poll on Yarn Over Hook. If you have not signed up yet for Yarn Over Hook, it is a social media for crocheters. Sign up is free. You can go to the link in the description below. We would love to have you. And I would love for you to vote on which blanket I should do. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you were able to get a lot of crocheting done. I hope that the weather is better where you are than it is here, and that you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys Thursday at the same time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Let me end the poll. Oops. So headgear / clothing one. Nice. All right, there's that. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you all next time.